Gracias to everyone that's tuning in. It's Friday night. We're about to begin the official 5 week media blitz for yes, Road to War, Thanksgiving Fight Night. I appreciate everyone that's tuning in. Before I bring in both combatants, I just want to get through some formalities. We'll just lay it out what's coming. Maybe you haven't heard from us. Maybe it's been a while. We just started dropping. I just started dropping flyers today. Got more designs today. Everything's been going on in the back end, but that gives these two gentlemen time to just do one thing. That's all they need to do is one thing and one thing only, and I'll take care of the rest, which is just focus on the training and pull up, which I have absolutely zero doubt. I'm excited for this one just as much as you are excited for this one. I'm going to go ahead in a couple moments. I'll bring in both gentlemen. This is going to be what I'm calling the first encounter. Where they'll be able to go back and forth. So again, 5 weeks. After the 5 weeks, just go to the community page and you'll be able to see all the dates. Okay, you'll be able to see the promo dates. You're also going to see a weigh-in. And of course, the weigh-in is getting ready for the press conference. You're going to see the press conference. I haven't decided yet with the pinchy with the weigh-ins. I haven't decided with the weigh-ins. There's a lot of things you could do with the weigh-ins. You could do live with the weigh-ins too. You don't have to be a long one, right? But I don't know. But I do know we got the press conference after that. So we got 5 week media blitz. We got the official press conference that's gonna be live. Okay, that one is gonna be live, directly out, broadcasted out to YouTube Landia. Okay. And I'm gonna try my hardest to keep them apart, gente. I'm gonna try my hardest. I can't promise anything. This is the vacant heavyweight title is on the line for content creator series of fighting. So I'm exciting. I'm excited, man. And maybe we will go ahead and post some of the comments that you guys have. If you guys have questions, I mean, if you guys have questions, you could drop them inside the comment section. I can't promise, no se agüiten conmigo. I'm really just gonna hone in on both the gentlemen, bring them in the studio momentarily. I'm gonna hone in on both the gentlemen, and then just let it go. Okay, because this is gonna be a good one. Again, the vacant heavyweight title is on the line. Without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in one of the combatants, introducing, fighting out of one corner. We got mi hermano Mile High Hustle, representing Denver, Colorado. Is that correct, hermano? Say it one more time. I just want to make sure.
Can you
Can the
hear me?
people hear you?
Yeah. Can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, absolutely. I was just making sure if the people can hear you. There might be a little bit of a latency, but that's okay. Do you hear a lag?
No, we're good.
Okay, I hear an echo
Is there an
on,
echo? Let me turn
on
this
no on
down.
your end. Maybe you have me on a separate monitor, separate speaker.
Yeah,
What you could always
let me
do is
turn this.
always refresh it, and I'll drop the link again. It ain't no thing, man. It ain't no thing. Live on Friday night, week 1, Road to War, 5 weeks straight to a collision course. That's gonna happen for I don't even. Well, can anyone tell me when's the last time they've dropped a fight on Thanksgiving? That's what I want to know. So this is when ya estás comiendo con tu familia, a turkey coma, and guess what happens? 6 o'clock, the vacant heavyweight title gets contested for. Okay. I still hear a little. I can hear
There's still
myself.
an
It
echo?
looks like,
Hold on.
yeah, no worries. Absolutely. I'm checking my end too. You got to hit buttons
No, it's
and
me, brother. Let me switch to the. I might have to put the headphones on.
absolutely. So, you guys, we got a heavyweight special attraction. I'm going to be unfolding in the next couple weeks the bouts on the undercards. Who is going to be on the undercard? How many is going to be on the undercard? This is exciting. This is going to finally, for the other combatant, this has been a couple years already in the making. And as soon as Mr. he gets a chance to step in the studio, then we'll go ahead and bring him on and ask him how he finally feels, ¿verdad? How he finally feels that he's about to get inside the ring. But can you hear me a mile high? I just want to make sure we can hear you, carnal.
Yeah, I can hear you, brother. I
Oh,
can hear you.
perfect, perfect. The echo cut off. The echo cut off. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and we'll start now. Mr. Ready, he's gonna go ahead and get inside the studio, and then I'll go ahead and put him up right now. Let me ask you this: how's camp been? How's the beginning? How was breaking through the wall? How do you feel right now?
Um, Camp's been long, man. I started kind of early. I think I kind of started maybe. Oh, I was out of shape, to be honest with you, when I first started. So I got to it right away, and the fight game, it's rough, bro. You go through fight camp and you get the nicks and bruises, and you get a little battered up, especially at my age. You don't heal like you used to, you don't heal like you used to, but we're coming to the end, and I feel good. I feel good right now. I feel strong. feel sh- I feel sharp. I was doing my own thing for a minute, and then I got with the coach, got with the real good coach, and shout out to my team, House of Pain, my coach Steve. Uh, uh, they've embraced me, brother. So they cleaned up a lot of my after being out of the fight game for a minute, you have bad habits. You know what I mean? You try to land that power, you come off that back foot, trying to lean into a punch, and I think they cleaned it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Cleaned it up, helped me to sit in my chair and sit down and relax on my punches, and I think it's gonna be good, man.
Let me ask you this, carnal. The way what you just said right now is alluding to, and I could be wrong, that there's some fight experience in the background, whether it's standing, ground. Can you let the gente know? Because maybe they don't know, and I'm glad we're starting this, these road to wars now. What experience does Mile High have when it comes to throwing chingazos?
I boxed a little bit as a young man, as a kid. You know what I mean? Um, I was raised with a very sadistic stepdad. Um, he was a pit bull, so this dude used to pit me against other kids, bro. He would drag me to the bus stop and make me fight other dudes. I mean, it was bred into me. Um, so fighting's always been in my background, brother. Trained at a few gyms, did some MMA. Um, yeah, but boxing has always been a love of mine, brother.
Okay,
I
let's go
feel I
back to
move
that.
pretty. Yeah.
I wanna unpack that a little bit more because a lot of people don't understand this, and I gotta put this out there just so the raza knows. You know what I mean? Oh, Mikey, this, Mikey, that. No, I told you guys, this is not actually a boxing fight. This is actually a fight. Because you know why I say this, and I say this Mile High, and maybe you can agree with me. It takes years to learn to box.
Oh, brother,
It takes.
especially oh, years. You watched, like I watched Tony and EBK fight, and I kind of watched it. I broke it down.
What did you think about
Salute
it?
to
What did
both
you
those
think?
dudes. I thought it was a lot of you
Give
could
me your
tell
2 minute.
EBK was a street fighter. He was a street fighter.
Mhm.
He didn't look comfortable in the ring. It's different. It's different, homie. When it's different from the street, a street fight happens like that, quick. It could be over so fast. You know what I mean? A boxing match, just stepping into the ring, just hitting mitts. I've been training with these other vatos. Some of these white dudes, they run 5Ks, they do 14ers.
White dudes.
They're
El
fit dudes,
Gabachos. Shout out to the
and
Woods.
and they come in the gym, bro, and dudes are like, "Oh, this is nothing. I do 5Ks and I do marathons." And they get in that ring, bro, and they start hitting mitts, and they're tired quick. Or you put them in there with another body, and oh my god, dude, within 2 minutes, they breathing hard. And I don't think people really know how to relax. It's hard. That's the hardest thing, is to relax in there. You know what I mean? Just to relax. Everything's
Mhm.
calm. You know, and
The
yeah,
relaxing actually comes after. That's why they say in amateur boxing, okay, it takes 10 fights for you to not be labeled green anymore and be called what's open fighter. And within those 10 fights, your coaches are working on you every single fight, but you get to point out all of your imperfections, whether your hands aren't high enough, you're not letting your hands go, your feet are off somehow, and you probably get knocked on your ass 1 or 2 times. And then after all that, you're like, you know what? If I'm going to the hospital, I'm taking this cabron with me, and then you start to relax like you're in your own jungle.
yeah, for sure,
That's
for
right. So
sure.
amateur boxing, how many years?
Uh, Probably four as a young man, and then mostly just street fighting and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I
He
feel
said
I could mimic
street fighting.
mimic anybody. You know what I mean? I feel like could mimic. You know what I mean? I was in the pinta for a little bit, brother. After about 4 fights, 3 fights, nobody wanted to fight no more. You know what I mean? You already got a reputation. Everyone like, oh, no one want to get embarrassed. You know what I mean? So it got to the point where I didn't even have fights no more. I got a couple in the pinta, and that was it. You kind of got a reputation already after you beat a fool views down, and it's it's just
I
something
mean,
like boxer has. Boxer has a reputation of being an extremely violent man. I hear a lot of his audience who you know talk about the he ran the Mesa, and he was the leader of, and I get that, bro. This man has learned how to just put hammers to
send
fools.
people to the dentist.
Yeah,
I guess that's what you're talking about. We're waiting for Mister. He's probably having some delays on his end, but he's going to be up right now. But it's a good time to dissect Mile High Hustle, who is a willing opponent stepping up for the heavyweight vacant title. We're talking about your background. You have some boxing experience, how training camp has been going. Let me ask you this. How do you see your opponent? Is this easy work, light work? Is this the biggest mountain you've had to climb so thus far?
that's the intriguing thing, Mikey. I don't know. I don't know. I know what his reputation that precedes him. That's what intrigues me. I've seen many people say they wanted to fight him and nobody pulled up. So I don't know. That's what intrigues me. You know what I mean? I don't know. there's a no, and all you have is video of two guys hitting the bag and doing a little bit of things here and there, not
Yeah,
not really showing much. I know he's a very strong and powerful
yeah,
dude. I believe I seen him bench like 500 pounds one time. So shit, bro, he's a strong dude. He's a powerful cat. You know what
yeah.
I
But
mean?
something
Same
in
to me.
the gallo inside of you wants to test the chin. I'm just saying.
I just no,
You're a fighter. I mean,
I
I
want
know
to
why
test
you're in it.
myself.
At the end of the day, when the bell rings, we're going to each other's chins.
I want to test myself. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's really
Mm.
you against you in there, bro.
Well,
It's
let me go
really
ahead and
you against
bring on to the studio the man that's gonna test you
you.
on
Yes, sir.
November 28th at 6 o'clock, where the people could tap
Mm.
into that.
Yeah,
What's up,
look
Mikey?
at me.
Salute,
Box
Good
Mile
man.
High.
evening,
Can you
good
hear
evening,
me?
gentlemen, to both of you. Once again, and to everyone that's tuning in the chat, we're starting a 5 week Road to War Media Blitz. And then go to the community page on YouTube and you'll be able to see all of the dates. They're practically all Fridays, unless there's a schedule change in between where we'll change it to a Thursday or whatever other date. And then from there, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to the official press conference, and that one will be live out to the masses. So you're gonna see that one in person and live. Okay. If we have music, we ain't tripping. We just ain't gonna monetize it. Whatever el ambiente va a ser, it's gonna be a good one. I don't know if you heard what we were talking about, but first, good evening. Paradigm Media News just joined us right now. Mile High Hustle, Road to War is happening. How are you? How's being camp been?
It's been good, Mikey. It's been good. I heard everything Mile High said, man. Salute, Mile High. I said mine's, bro.
Salute, my brother. You're looking lean, homie. You look lean.
Hey, like
Yes,
you
sir. You
said,
feel like
man, it's rough, man. I'm not no youngster no more, Mikey. You know what I'm saying? I'm older than him, so I feel all the aches and pains. You know what I'm saying? It's rough, man. It's rough. I don't got the kind of wind that I used to have when I was young. I mean, I used to run 22 counts, man, like nothing. But it's just not the same no more, man. You know what I mean? As you age, you can feel it, man. You can feel the difference, believe me. But it's been good, man. I've been pushing myself. You know what I mean? It's a test, man. This guy right here, he inspires me. You know what I mean? He took the fight. You know what I mean? It's respect, man. Like he said, there's been a few cats that that took me on a goose chase, man. You know what I'm saying? It sounded good, and we did the round tables and we hyped it up, and then when it came time to get in there, nobody wanted to show up, man. You know what I mean? So um, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. I still got a month left, and I'm gonna use it wisely. You know what I mean? Because I'm still not where I want to be all the way, but I'm gonna get there, man.
That's right. And again, out to the general public, available November 28th at 6 p.m. I'll put the banner up, and then that way you guys can see, but it's going to be all over everyone's page. We want to make it accessible. The website's already ready. The website was ready the first day of October, Mexican Heritage Month. The website's been up. The pre-orders already up. Road to War, November 28th. Um, Let me ask you this, and I'm speaking over to Boxer. What we were talking about, Mile High Hustle, his fight experience. Okay, what would you say is the unofficial record on one-on-ones? That's part of my question. What's the unofficial record on one-on-ones? And have you ever been sat down?
I've been sat down. Yeah, I've been sat down. I've been stoled on. I ain't never been knocked out, man. That's real. I've had my bell rung. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I've been in a lot of squabbles, man. Over the years, man. I couldn't even tell you, Mikey. I couldn't even tell you, to be honest with you, man. Since I've been fighting since I was a kid, man. You know what I mean? All the way from the time I grew up in the streets to I had a couple squabbles in prison. I was listening to what Mile High was talking about. Similar situation, man. You know, I went to the joint at 18 years old. I was a wild youngster, and I had a couple good cell fights, man. And like he said, after you get into it a couple of times, cats stop testing you, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, I didn't know he had that much experience. You know what I mean? I didn't know he had 4 years of amateur experience, but that's a good thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to be tested. I don't want no easy fight. You know what I mean? I wanna get up in there with the monster, man. So it's official. It's real, man. You know what I mean?
That's right. I appreciate that. I'm gonna go over here to Mile High. I'm gonna start asking questions to both of you. So I'll have just one answer, one at a time. We'll kind of rotate back and forth. Mile High, when you look across the screen and you see your opponent, what do you see?
I see a very strong, determined, powerful dude that pretty much is bent things to his will just by pushing through. He's been able to change. You know what I mean? I think people think because we've been respectful to each other that we're not going to go in there and give it to each other, that we're not going to just get in there and let each other have it. But we're talking about an individual that dedicated a lot of his life to violence. You know what I mean? How to slay people, how to handle people. So I take that serious, man. I know that. You know what? You know what's crazy? Maybe those dudes in Cali that didn't pull up, maybe those are the smart dudes, and maybe I'm just naive. I don't know. I mean, we're gonna find out. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a reason why they didn't pull up, or you know what I'm saying. So he has a very a reputation that precedes him. Like I said, I see a very strong, powerful dude that he's got a strong YouTube channel. I follow his YouTube channel. I followed it for some time. I watch him. I heard the story about when he went to go. As a matter of fact, I tapped into that one this week. Was I think he was at a restaurant. He went to go get something to eat, and lo and behold, some dudes were outside and recognized him. He got down with like three of them. Shit.
Oh, was that the
I,
nachos
That
and the
was the
horchata?
nachos.
As
yeah,
soon as
like
them nachos would have hit the ground, oh, it is on.
The
shit
horchata
happens,
hit the
bro.
ground first, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. Horchata might hurt more. Yeah, so that tastes
Yeah.
good.
So
But let me ask
that's
Perry
good.
Box. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Let me ask the same question over to you. And with what you just heard him say, is he giving you too much respect, or do you see any kind of um, weakness there?
Nah, it's a mutual respect, man. And I mean, I think he doesn't give himself enough credit. You know what I mean? Them other cats, I don't know why they pulled out. You know what I'm saying? Him stepping up to the plate, that's all him, man. You know what I'm saying? What I see, I see the same thing you see. He's a monster. Look at him, man. He's 6'2", 250 pounds. But that's what I wanted, man. I didn't want no easy fight. You know what I mean? But it's respect. And like he said, I want to make it official on this side too. Um, it's respecting all the way up until we get into the ring. We get into the ring, man. There's no doubt he's gonna be trying to knock my head off, man. And I'm not coming in there to play games either. You know what I'm saying? I want a short fight. You know what I'm saying? I want a short fight. Whether it's him putting me down or me putting him down, I want it to be a short fight. Um, but we're not gonna go in there and even though the respect is there, we're not gonna go in there and play games, man. And it's not we're not gonna give we're not gonna give each other no breaks, man. It's gonna be a real fight.
All right. Let me go ahead and ask both of you guys this question, and maybe I'll start this time with Box. If you had to point out any weakness in your opponent, and you have to at least one, if you had to point out any weakness in your opponent, what would it be?
Um, probably like me. I mean, I haven't seen too many. I've seen a few of his videos, but I think like me, footwork and the way that we're not really moving. I've only put out so much though. You know what I mean? I know he's only put out so many videos, so I'm just going off of the couple. I think there's only like 2 or 3 videos, man, and he looks strong. He looks strong, but it's kind of hard to gauge it, man, when you're not really seeing them. When you're not really seeing them in there sparring with somebody else, because a bag don't hit back, man. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can make it look good when you're punching on a bag, but it don't punch back. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I couldn't really see his movement, his footwork, or nothing like that, man. So, but the couple videos I seen, it's probably the same thing that for my videos, a lack of footwork and just not moving around enough, man. Might be mysterious, so he might be just throwing videos out keeping me guessing, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess in boxing, that's heavy footed. I guess might be the term. Now I'm gonna go ahead and direct the question over here to this side of the aisle. What do you, if you had to point out one, and you have to point out one, if any, weakness you see in the opponent?
think he's a big, strong dude, and I think that could work against him as well. You know what I mean? I know he likes to hit those weights. Sometimes that doesn't work real well with boxing. You know what I mean? I get it, wanting to be strong. I've been an avid bodybuilder and power lifter, um, but just just doing it is I don't know. I think it's how do you say it? No means to an, and I don't know. And that's just me taking in. I don't know this. Like I said, my coach be telling him he might just be showing us what he wants to show us. That's video, bro. We don't know. This is YouTube, homie. He goes, he might be one of those old sly cats. He just showing you some shit and he just playing around, bro. And then you get in there and this motherfucker like, I don't. He could live right here in the
And he's been
mountain. He could live.
sparring four guys every
How do I
night.
know? He could live in the mountains. He could be running the fucking Sierra Mountains for all I know. I don't. I'm taking it to the point. Like I think he's training like a beast. I think he's training. I'm training as hard as I can ever train. You know what I mean? Like, man, I don't want to get embarrassed. I don't want to get fucking KO'd on YouTube. You already said he want an early fight. He want to KO. He want to KO your boy right on YouTube and highlight reel me. So
Well,
shit, I'm
let me
telling you,
clarify
I know.
something if I can. It's a good segue for me to clarify something. The people had asked me, I put the stories and EBK fight out on YouTube. Gente, the only reason I was able to put that out on YouTube is we didn't have any copyrighted music during that event. So that was actually, it was a good thing that I didn't do that, because I easily could have dialed the DJ up and just pulled up. And I'm glad I didn't, because then I said, oh, and then came Mexican Heritage Month, and then wanted to put something out for the people, for also the people to get a taste of it también, of course, right? It's a little marketing, it's a little on the business side. Okay, gentlemen, let me go ahead and start with you, Mile High. Okay. How do you see this thing playing out on November 28th at 6 p.m.? When the people are done with their familias and eating turkey, they're going to turn on the screen. Who wins and how?
Shit, obviously I'm gonna say me, but I don't know. I played it out in my head many times. When you got two dudes weighing over 225, 230 pounds throwing hard punches, anyone can go out. It takes your jaw just to move a fraction, and boom, the switch goes off. And we're older dudes too, you know what I mean? He ain't never been K'd. He said ain't no one ever K'd him. He's been dropped. I've been dropped. I don't believe I've ever been unconscious. I've never been unconscious. But to like I said, when you got big boys throwing hands and we're probably both over 250. Um, shit, yeah, anything could happen. He eats these little candies. My boy eats these little candies. I think he could eat punches like he eats those little candies, don't? So he
What
looks
does he
like
got? He's got
yeah,
the what is it called? Those little orange candies for Halloween already, Bucks?
them
Oh, right
motherfuckers are
there,
Oh,
good,
no,
man.
no,
bro.
icebreakers. I thought it was, what is it
Yeah.
called? Oh, the candy corn. I was thinking candy. He's already chewing on
I,
candy corn for Halloween.
I grabbed some of those the other day. I smashed the whole one in like it was like in 2 hours. It was gone. The whole thing. I was
They're
laughing.
addicting,
I was like,
man.
"No, you like these motherfuckers?" I was like, "Those are good." But I think he eats punches like that, bro. Look at his neck; it's as big as his head. You can't, you know what I'm saying? When you got necks like that, bro. When you got big ass necks, it's hard. It's hard to move that head. You know what I mean? It's hard. Like I
So let
said,
me,
all I could do is be prepared for however long we're gonna go, as ever many minutes, and know that I train to a point where it's like, okay, no, hardly no rest, 30 seconds rest, 3-minute rounds, and get after it. But it's hard, man. It's hard to recoup after that. It's hard. My body takes a beating, and then I don't feel the same for a couple of days. It's hard. It's hard to
yeah.
to do all that stuff. You know.
It's a great reminder. Let me remind the people before I take it over here to Bucks. Let me remind the people also, it's 15 minutes of fighting. Okay, that's what's happening on November 28th. If it goes all the way down to the last second, last minute, which I can't wait, cabrones. I'm gonna be ringside right there, watching the action. If it goes down to the last second and we have that many kitchen sinks, water heaters, and bombs thrown, then it'll be a hell of a fight. So it's gonna be 5 rounds and it's gonna be 3 minutes. Box, you stepping in the ring. No, no, no. The viewers are done eating Thanksgiving. They're turning on. They tune into the pay per view. Who do they see winning and how?
Uh, like he said, obviously, I'm gonna say myself, man. Um, how? You said how?
Yeah, yeah. How are the people going to see it? Is the people going to see someone on all fours with birds flying around his head like Tweety,
Like,
or someone on a gurney, or what are the people going to see when they
like
turn
I
on
said,
the pay
man,
per view?
look at this dude's hands. He's got lunchbox hands, man. Remember, I got that term from. You got lunchbox hands. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna go in there and play with them, man. I'm gonna try to get the knockout. Straight up, I'm gonna try to get the knockout. Not just because the longer I'm in there, the chances I take of we're both gonna be throwing bombs, and somebody's gonna end up getting caught. You know what I mean? So the shorter the fight is, we can just wrap it up, man. I'm hoping by the second round. You know what I mean? Seriously. Um, that's how I see it. But I mean, obviously, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna win. He's gonna say he's gonna win, but we'll see, man. We'll
Okay.
see.
All right, live on Chicano Tube again. Road to War, episode 1, the first encounter, week number 2. We're gonna be back next Friday. We'll cross stream as much as we can. We'll cross stream as to all the audiences out there. That way, all of you guys can see the 5 episodes before we get to fight week. But before fight week, don't forget we got the live press conference happening on the 16th. It's a Saturday. So on that one, you might be getting ready to go out, or whoop de woo, wop de wop. Set a reminder. You'll see the thumbnail. Hit notification on, because that one is gonna be live. That's gonna be the first encounter that these gentlemen go ahead and get to meet in the mill. And I'll do my best to try to hold them apart. Mile High, let me let me ask you this, Mile High. You get the W. What happens after? You defending? You're looking to run it? You have targets in mind? Someone has been You've been itching to get someone in the ring. What happens if Mile High gets a W and he got the
Shit,
heavyweight title?
I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. I don't know if I got another training camp in me. This has been brutal, man. This has been. I don't mind training, bro, but when you to do this, to really boxing ain't easy, bro. There's nothing easy about boxing. Um, it's a super hard sport. Um,
So let's say you
shit,
get called out. All of a
I
sudden,
get.
someone drops a video on YouTube. Let's say stories written by a current prisoner. He calls you out and makes a video. What does Mile High
Mm,
do?
that
Defend
dude
it
has
just to sit someone else down?
that dude has no credibility with me, brother. I'll be honest with you. I'm here's the thing, and people have this misconstrued. I've been told many times. I don't see how you would even call Boxer out. Let's get shit straight. I never called this man out, not one time. I've never called Boxer out. I was presented an opportunity because Tony, the weirdo, didn't. He talked all that masa. And look, dude, look at the fight. Go watch the end of that fight, bro. And as soon as he sees that Boxer's on the phone, he gets this look on his face like, oh shit. Like, oh shit. Even with that shit smeared all over his brother, I wouldn't even have fought him with that. I would have looked at him and said, bro, go put a luchador mask on or some other bullshit. But you're not coming out with all that bullshit on your face. I don't even know. No. No, dude, that's like me rubbing a whole thing of Vaseline on my head and say, come on, let's scrap. What the hell? He got no credibility, bro. Basically, I'm handling. I'm dealing with his shit. I'm basically, man. He should be thanking me. I saved his life. I saved his life. He owes me. I saved his life. I saved you from getting embarrassed, homie. You know what I mean? I helped you out, bro.
No,
You're
I want to.
welcome.
I want to take it. I'm going to go ahead and ask Box the same question, and then we're going to acknowledge Cholo Trucker, who's part of the event. If people didn't know, Box, let me ask you the same thing. The belt's on the shoulder. Everything got accomplished, right? All these years of people just not coming through and whoop de woo wop de wop. It happens now. Say someone else is on the radar. Is there a possibility that it's not the final time they see you?
I don't know, Mikey. It would have to be the perfect scenario, man. I'm older than him. You know what I mean? So, like he said, man, we're both at a point right now though where we've had training camp. We're probably at the peak of it right now. So we both been training for about 4 or 5 months. So if I had a fight coming up right after this fight, while I'm still kind of doing my thing, I might entertain it, but it depends on who it is too, man. You know what I mean? I'm not. I ain't trying to make a career out of this. I'm not young like I used to be, man. This is just a an opportunity for me to get in there to prove something to myself, and that's pretty much it, man. The youngins, they can have it, man. The you won't see me out there in Venice Beach running around with the green belt strapped over my shoulder, talking about I'm the YouTube champion, man. It just ain't gonna happen.
Now let me that's a let me go ahead and acknowledge Cholo Trucker, who, if people didn't know, I'll make the official announcement right now on Road to War Part One. Cholo Trucker is going to be on the call. He's going to be on the call and present there for this fight. I don't know if he's going to be present for the press conference, but I do know he's going to be on the call. And mi hermano Cholo Trucker, if you're watching, I just want to say gracias otra vez más, one more time. I know it's your passion. I know it's your gift. And I wouldn't entrust it into anyone else's hands. And I don't want to forget, out of Houston, Texas, also, who's going to co host it, is Mark Salinas from the Zone in Houston, Texas. They've worked together, him and Cholo Trucker, already on fight cards, and it's a 1-2 on the call. If you thought I was okay on the call, yo no soy nada, soy pendejo. No, those two on the call, they know boxing. They know everything they're going to see inside that ring. They're going to call it. And let me just address what he said. Working out and training camp are completely different, and I have to agree, because working out is, say, oh, I'm trying to lose some weight. Training camp, this is what I say: the best way to learn how to fight is the fight. I mean, that's just it. If you don't reinvent the wheel, if you couldn't do anything, get in there with some cabrones that you know are going to try to knock your head off. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, have you guys done anything like that during this training camp? Have you guys thrown any chingazos with any opposite or any opponents or any practice partners or anything like that? I'll ask maybe Mile High first.
Well, yeah, for sure. I've gotten some rounds in. Um, gotten a couple heavyweight rounds in. A lot of dudes are a lot smaller. It's hard to get heavyweights. Um, it's hard to get heavyweights, man. It's hard to get heavyweights. I've been training with like dudes that are like 220, like 190 cruiserweights. They fast, you know what I mean? They fast. I sparred with the 160 pounder. He was tall, like me, tall, lanky. Oh man, he had a jab like a lightning. He hit me with the jab, and I started laughing. I was like, "What the fuck was that?" But he was fast, bro. I couldn't catch him. He was like that little. I looked like that Rocky trying to chase that little chicken all over. But he was just touching me. Boom, boom, boom. It was just stinging me. You know what I mean? He wasn't. But
What about you,
it
Mister?
definitely
Any
helped
any opponent?
when I fought the heavyweight. It helped a lot more because the dude was a lot slower.
chasing chasing him around like Rocky? He says because he's 250. Is that about the weight you're thinking of stepping in there when we hit the scale?
Probably being about the 240, 250 range. I don't want to be too small. I don't want to get bullied around the ring by this big guy here. I don't want to get bulldozed.
Box, let me go ahead and ask you: has there been anyone that you've been throwing hands with, any partners, anything like that during this camp, or is it just now you already just after 100 fades, you're like it's just one more, and why even go through that?
Never that. No, I've been to a gym. There's a gym that I've been to. I've had an opportunity to spar, but most of the sparring that I've been doing is in my backyard with my boy Speedy, man. So shout out to him, man. It's almost like on a daily. So that's what's been keeping me loose right there, man. And sparring
Nice.
right there in my backyard with some 12-ounce gloves, man. You know what I mean? So I
Ooh.
know what they feel like, and they're heavy on the shoulders. They do get heavy, man. And like you
Hmm.
said, man, you know, Mikey, you got boxing experience yourself, man. Boxing in the ring is nothing like fighting in the streets, man, it's different. You know what I mean? Because it's all got to come from the shoulders. You can you can't come out with the secret weapons, a elbow or a headbutt. You know what I'm saying? It's all got to come from the shoulders, man. And it's
Yeah.
just it's different, man. It's different,
I seen those
It's
elbows on
especially
that
at
bag, my boy.
55.
I seen those elbows you throw on the bag, my boy. I seen that. Seen that.
Oh
is that
yeah.
what happens? The elbow slip when he's on the bag?
When
No,
the
he's
He
on
when
the
the
can't
bag
help
bag
and
is
it.
then
on down.
he's boom. He hits it with another one. I'm like, oh, okay.
He goes. He goes back to the San Francisco County dorm, and boom, the elbow comes. The elbow comes out. Where I remember that one inner demon, the cat. You said he was trying to be the tank bully, and all of a sudden he went to go see the dentist after you were
Oh
like, "There
yeah,
ain't."
yeah, yeah.
Remember that
That's
inner demon?
yes, sir. I know exactly what you're talking about. The Africano.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know how many teeth he spit up, but he found out that bully thing. That we don't play that.
That's right. That's right.
All right, you guys. Live on Chicano Street, you guys. Don't forget to hit that like. We got 18 minutes left. I'm going to ask these gentlemen again a question. It's been a great road to war. Part one, the encounter. There's been a lot of respect right here. Is this just all respect based? And what's going to happen? What are the people going to see when the bell rings? And complete violence? Is this going to be like a 180? Both of you, I'm throwing it out there.
Hey, it's gonna be a. We're gonna get in there. We're gonna do our thing, man. Like I said, I'm not cutting this man no breaks. He's not gonna cut me no breaks. We're gonna go in there and get it, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go in there and get it. These guys that are waiting to see this fight, they're gonna get what they want to see, man. They're gonna get what they want to see 100%. I'm not gonna go in there and play with them. You know what I'm saying? Everything I'm saying, I know he's gonna give it back to me, man. So I'm not gonna go in there and play. Like I said, I'm looking for a short fight. You know what I mean?
And would this
Straight up.
would there be added pressure if this was broadcasted on YouTube?
We
Not
know
from
it's
my end.
eventually going to touch it. I
Because
Yeah.
mean, I
the
know
outcome
eventually it's
stays on
going to.
the outcome will be on the internet forever. Is Will there be an added pressure if this ever goes to YouTube?
No,
Not for me.
Both of them
No,
answer
not for
like a
me.
both of them
Not for
answer like
me.
alphas.
Hey, not for me, Mikey. I mean, it's no more pressure than these guys are gonna see it on pay-per-view. Once it's out there on video, you know how it is, man. It gets streamed, it gets put out, it gets put out there. So everybody that wants to see it, they're gonna see it. So for me, it doesn't matter, man. It's the same amount of pressure.
Mile high. If this thing went on YouTube or was live on YouTube, say Thanksgiving, is there an added pressure?
but I know. You know what? I know the best man's going to win. Like I said, I call that place that's the square truth right there, brother. You jump in there, there's no lies. We could sit here and say, I would say I'm ready. I did this. I did that. I put in the road work. I put in this work, that work, this work. And at the end of the day, it's all gonna come out. They say the one who sweats the hardest in the gym breathes the less in the fight. So we're gonna see, man.
That's right, live. It's going to be November. It's going to be the 20th. It's going to be Thanksgiving. It's going to be 6 o'clock. It's been scrolling across the banner there, but you're going to see it on every single page respectfully. And so we got a 5 week media blitz next Friday. We're going to go ahead and be, were we on Mile Highs or Paradigms? Híjole, I don't have
We're
a
on
schedule.
paradigms. You got us
We're going
scheduled
to,
on paradigms this week.
Gotcha. So we're gonna be on Paradigm. Okay, we'll make that debut next Friday. So he'll graciously host us over there, and then there might be other channels that want to get interviews, or they want to collaborate in order to put the fight out. If that is the case, then what you guys will do is DM me on IG, and it'll be Chicano Tube, all one word, all lowercase letters. DM me if you want them on your platform, Chicano Tube, on IG. If you don't have IG, I'll throw an email out there, chicanotuberasa at gmail.com, chicanotuberasa at gmail.com. Let me ask Box something. At this point in your life, why get in the ring?
That's a good question. Um, I don't got to prove myself to nobody. There's people that don't think I will pull up for a lot of reasons. That's not why. It's more about proving. proving a point to myself, man. At 55, um, I just want to get in there and show people that you can still do it, man. You know what I mean? If you test your body and you're really motivated, um, even at 55, man, you can do it. You know, I would acknowledge that, again, that it's nothing like when I was younger, man. I feel it, man. I don't got as much wind as I used to have, but that's why, Mikey. It's just
Mm,
about proving a point to myself, and I mean, I like to fight, man. You know what I mean? It's something I grew up doing all my life, man. Um, when these fights first started a couple years ago, I wanted to get in, and man, it's just I couldn't get a fight. You know what I mean? I was like the one kid, man, that wasn't invited to the party, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is for me, man. It's just
mm.
you know what I mean? It's what I like to do, man.
Completion, or say, of a journey or something that was set once upon a time, and you're never gonna tell anyone I told you so, but it's more like a personal challenge, or let's get one in the books.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Mile High, I'm going to ask you same question. At this point, why challenge Paradigm? Why step in the ring with Paradigm Media News, who a lot of people, have been saying one hitter quitters, that Paradigm's just handing out pillows and putting people to sleep. Why get in there at this point in the life and challenge yourself with such a challenge?
Nobody else would. Because
Mm,
nobody else would. Nobody else would. No one answered the call. You know what I mean? When you called me, yeah, you could go back to where you did where you announced this fight with him and stories written by a current weirdo. Um, you can go back and check it. When you announced that fight on the live, I literally tell you, I said, if either one of these guys pull out, I'll fill in. You know what I mean? So it was a challenge to myself, basically, to see if I can get back in shape, to see if I can still do this. We all want to know if we still got it. Can you still one more time? Can you still do it? You know what I mean? With the baddest boogeyman on the yard line. Look at his following, brother. They don't call him all that for nothing. You know what I mean? He's earned that reputation. You know what I'm saying? And I've only met one other dude like that. I met him in prison. It was probably the only dude that ever humbled me. So, like I said, that intrigues me.
I'll say you stepping up to the plate, just to let you know, just shows, you know what I mean, how men should do it. We got two grown men here that ain't gonna talk too much about it, but are gonna do a whole lot of pulling up. And I also want to give a shout out to everyone that's already competed in content creator series of fighting. Everyone that's pulled up, not like the pull outs, but everyone that's pulled up. Like these two men are gonna put it on display for the world. They're both lions. I don't know if you sense the energy, but there's Pinchy lion energy coming over here. A box. People wanted me to ask you, since we're talking about lions, cabron, is there going to be a whole new T-shirt, a thermal? Is there a new paint job on display November 28th?
No, man, no. I'm done. I'm done with the paint job, man. That's it.
So you know what? Let's talk wardrobe then. Are we going shirts or no shirts? Because if we go shirts, one can't do what the other's not doing. Are we doing shirts or no shirts? Or we're
Not
leaving
me,
that?
man.
Is that just a question mark? And November 28th, the people will find out.
I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll play it how it comes, man. I
Mile, how
ain't
you want to answer that?
I already have my wardrobe. To be honest, I have my shorts. I have a shirt too if I have to
Oh, you
wear
got
it.
a
You know
top.
what I mean? I don't know. If I have to wear it, I just in case. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm okay to go shirtless. I'm just no Diddy. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's all good with me. But I'm not trying to have one of those what's it called moments, them lucky moments on hood stocks where everyone goes shirtless. You know what I mean? But
Let me
no,
ask you this.
what color you planning on wearing, big box?
What color? Puerto Rican.
Puerto
The,
Rican?
the color of the
You
Puerto Rican flag.
orderly, okay, cool.
I got a I got a professional suit being made too,
Ooh,
man.
look at this vato. He's gonna come in
Eighteen
looking like
hundred.
Floyd Mayweather.
Box
1800.
coming in with the Adrian Broner outfit.
Shout out to F4 Studios. Um, they put
That's what's
together
up.
some nice boxing apparel, man. Shorts, top, the whole outfit. They do everything.
That's some breaking news. We just broke on Road to War. The first encounter, you're gonna see him come in with that Adrian Broner about billions outfit. That's just
Yeah,
top of the line.
That's what's up. I got a, like I said, a Chingazo fight gear. I have something right now, but Chingazo fight gear. I don't know if we have time to make it, but more than likely, Chingazo fight gear will design it.
We
We'll
got
see.
8 minutes left, gentlemen. I am gonna let you do some final words. That way we can just kick this thing off and keep it pushing. The next week, the media blitz is happening. Road to War, 5 different segments before we get to the press conference live. I'm still. I don't know how what I'm gonna do with the weigh-ins. I'm still thinking live. I'm still thinking what we're gonna do with the weigh-ins, etc. But let me ask you this: if you had a choice, Mile High Hustle for a ring song, which song is Mile High Hustle walking into? If you had a choice,
That's a good one.
what's in the tape player right now? No, just kidding.
I think Hustle Standard Unbreakable.
Okay, so that's rap. That's hip hop.
They're more like it's like a cross between rock and rap, kind of.
Oh,
A lot of
okay.
people ain't hip to them.
Box, let me ask you: if you see yourself walking in Madison Square Garden, lights and cameras, and there, what ring song you walking into?
I don't know, man. I'm not really too much of a rap fan, Mikey. I probably throw a oldie on, man. But no, it'd probably be something by my boy Pac, man. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I probably go old school and come out with and what's that one? I can't remember the name of it, man.
Because people were actually saying, Box, that they think you're gonna come in on a chopper in a Harley with bad to the bone playing.
Yeah, you know what? That's not a bad idea, man. I might put some miles on it, man. Uh, and what's that one by Tupac, man?
You heard it here first. When you turn in Thanksgiving at 6 o'clock, and if you see a smoke, and then all of a sudden you see a Harley coming in, my. Oh, an oldie. Okay, okay, an oldie. That's how good it is. It's
I'm
probably a
thinking
hard to
that, man.
find underground oldie. Don't even you're not gonna go searching for it, but that's how good the oldie is. It's not mainstream. Gentlemen, I'm gonna give each of you final words to your opponent, not to the people, not to YouTube Landia, not to me. Final words to your opponent directly, and I'm gonna go ahead and start it off with Mile High Hustle.
Just want to tell this man right here, thank you, man. Thank you for the opportunity. Uh, thank you for helping me. Shit, this has been probably not so much the training. I got in good shape, man. I got in good shape one last time, and I plan to keep it this time. Plan to just keep going. You know what I mean? I put it on the back burner, and man, thank you, and it's all humble till it's not, brother. It's all love and respect until it's not, and you know when that is when the bow hits. That bow goes off there. Then we're going to disrespect each other, and we'll see what happens.
I
I
like
like
that. I
that,
like
man.
that. It's all
Yeah,
humble till it's not.
that's
Box,
right,
I'm
man.
gonna go ahead and give the last words to you directly over to your opponent, not to me, not to YouTube, the comments. Gracias, everyone that's in the comments, directly to your opponent. What do you got to tell them?
I just want to thank you for taking the fight, bro. Thank you for stepping up and taking the fight. You know the history. I couldn't get a fight, but you stepped up, and it's a measure of your character, bro. It's not about nobody else. It's about you, man. This has benefited us both. It's inspired both of us and motivated both of us to get in shape, and it's a win-win. It's positive for both of us, man. Let's go in there and tear it up, bro. Let's give them what they want. They've seen some fights on YouTube. Um, But I think they've been disappointed, man. Let's go in there and tear shit up, bro. Like you said, when that bell rings, let's disrespect each other, bro. And when it's over, um, we shake hands and we'll do our thing, bro. But
Yes, sir.
it's all respect.
Absolutely.
That's right. Live on Chicano Tube. We're going to be signing off. Gracias for everyone that tuned in. Road to War, Episode 1. Next Friday, we're going to be broadcasting live from Paradigm Media News, but we'll also be able to cross stream. We just want to reach as many people as possible. And then don't forget, you guys can even share it. Hit the like on the video. There's going to be more graphics, more other designs coming out soon, more flyers. We just started the Blitz. This was literally, they just went through like the calm before the storm, all these months of just the behind the scenes of whatever needed to be done. Now it's done. And now we're going to bring it to the people, plus the press conference. I can't wait. I'm excited. We're out, you guys. I appreciate you, gentlemen, again for your time. And we'll be in touch for next week, Friday, I think 7 p.m., if that works again for everyone. Tune into every single channel. I appreciate you, gentlemen. And then watch this on the replay. If you're watching on the replay, or if you're watching those clips or etc. of the press conference, don't forget to hit the like and share those. We're going Road to War, Episode 2. We'll see you next Friday night. But remember what I always say. Remember what we always say. In the end, all you got is the memories. We'll see you next Friday night.
Yes, sir.